Hello everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim Classic video. You join us back at Plymouth for part 2 of the long journey all the way up to the other end of the country. And yeah, we are on the Great Western again. We're in a HST and we're going to be heading as far as Exeter in this part. So we're covering the South Devon Mainline. So again, getting ourselves even further out of the West Country. So apparently we're all good to go literally straight away. So we got the signal, DRA's off, so let's get going. Totnes is the next stop in 23 miles. We call that Totnes, Newton Abbot, Exeter, and we're only going as far as Exeter on this service. So let's get going. And we've got a few more coaches this time. This is set when the HSTs were slightly longer. So a few years ago this scenario set. So out we go. So yes, I'm covering part 2 and then most likely part 3, which is Exeter to Reading. And then from Reading you've got Megasim, who's going to take you through to Paddington. And then from there is like Neil, Richie, yeah. So lots of ambassadors on this journey from Penzance up to either Mallaig or Inverness. Still undecided. I'm recording this on the same day that I did the part 1, so I popped it to the others of like, should we go to Mallaig or Inverness? Because Mallaig to Colch isn't really connected, but they're close. So it's like, could. But this is probably one of the more scenic parts of the journey, because we're going to be going over the Seawall at Dawlish. What time are we due into Exeter? Does it have a time? No. I think this scenario is by Cranky Bob. I think this is one of his like old scenarios. I think this one was... you've got the same issue on this one, that with the tunnels. Yeah, I think this scenario was like 2020 or something, so it's got lots of sort of older... trains in the game, so I had to swap out our HST for the new HST, because there's not really many scenarios made for it seems the Western Main Line's route, as it's been out a few years already. So all the old stuff. Right, up to 55. So it's about an hour over Exeter, an hour over to Exeter, which is in 51 miles. So once we've done this, we've then gone, what, 130 odd miles. Ticked off already. So we're getting there, you know, it's only, what, another 600 or so to go. Been a cool collaborative effort between some of the ambassadors to do a journey from one end of the country to the other. Sort of a good year to do it as part of the Railway 200 celebration, so why not? So we got, well, part 1, which was the Cornish Main Line, part 2, which is the South Devon Main Line from Plymouth to Exeter. From Exeter to Reading, it's the Southwest Expressways, which at the moment looks like it may be me doing that, but I need to properly buy the Southwest Expressways, because I don't think I have it. So I need to get that. And I could do it on this route, but this takes you, I think, to Reading via Bristol. So that's sort of like, I want to cut across. So I'll get the Southwest Expressways from the JT website. Never get Just Trains routes from Steam. So I think I've got the Steam version of it, which I think I got a key from Dovetail for, but I'm just going to fork out and get it from the JT website. And it usually works better, and you've got some scenarios. And then Great Western Express on Train Sim World, that's Megasim from Reading to Paddington. I believe Neil TV8 over in the US is doing the Bakerloo line from Paddington up to Harrow and Wardstone. Ritchie Rail from Harrow and Wardstone to Milton Keynes on TSW. And then either myself or someone else, I've sort of said, do you guys want to do that as I'm doing sort of this first big chunk? So yeah, then the West Coast Main Line south up to Birmingham New Street on Train Sim Classic. Then the Cross City line from Ritchie over to Lichfield Trent Valley, and then also Ritchie's doing Lichfield Trent Valley to Stafford, and then Tintin's doing Stafford up to Preston on the West Coast Main Line Missing Link. And then after that, I think it's Train Simulator Driver Paul is doing Overshap on TSW up to Carlisle, and then Tintin again up to Glasgow Central. Neil's going to do a loop off the Cathcart Circle, just in its bit of TSW. Glasgow Subway, literally just like one stop. And then the Glasgow North West Suburban, which I did say I was going to do, but again, as I'm doing a few sort of bits here in the Great Western region, I thought, well, maybe someone else had the chance to do that. From Queen Street up to Helensburgh Upper. And then I believe Paul's doing the West Highland line up to Mallaig. That's both bits to Fort William and then up to Mallaig. And then if we do the Kyle line, well, I'm not sure who's doing it yet, but I think Tintin's had an interest in that. Up to Inverness. Oh, yeah, this is steep up. Look at this, going up here. Wow. Let's get a flyby shot. Okay, I don't know how this scenario is going to run, because it's quite an old one, and it's a bit laggy. Oh my god, the DSD goes off at the worst time. Have we got interior on here as well? No, we don't. Boo. Where's my interior? How's the audio? So that's okay. Yeah, that seems to be okay. Oh, we're losing speed up here. Oh, we're in full throttle, but we're losing power. We'll make it up to the top. The top's not that much further. Wonder if they ever had to have bankers coming up here when it was back in the steam days. So, I mean, if the HST is, you know, not doing, you know, it's losing speed, imagine steam trains. They must have had a bright time trying to get up here. I mean, this is probably almost as steep as the Licky Incline. It's just, it's so steep. It'll probably say somewhere down there on the bottom, but I can't see it. I reckon that's what, 1 in 40 or something. It's got to be pretty steep like that. And I think the other side of Totnes has done another gradient which goes down really steep into Newton Abbot. This route doesn't look as good though, sort of quality wise, as opposed to the Cornish main line. Maybe it's just the time of day we're doing it. It's not as sort of bright and light. But yeah, this gets us over to Exeter, and sort of from there I'd say we're out of the West Country then, or at least the proper West Country. We're still in the southwest, but then it's literally sprint across to Reading, which I think is about 2 hours. But that's like fast. That's a huge portion of the journey. I think Exeter to Reading is like the same distance as Exeter to Penzance, but takes like an hour and 10 minutes less. There you got a siding. They must have used their bankers coming up here. Hence the reason why you got the siding here. Right, up top now. But yeah, £62.99 for the whole Western Main Line's pack. So hopefully we'll try and utilise it outside of this journey as well. It's sort of flat. Well, it's still going uphill, but feels a bit flatter here, as opposed to what we've just come up. Yeah, alright, there we go. Cool. And I think if I do the next segment, which is Exeter to Reading, I think there's not many scenarios on it, or at least more recent scenarios, because it came out a few years ago. So sort of you had a flurry of scenarios then, but now not as much. So I think it'll be a first Great Western HST, which I'll swap out for the newer AP pack. I think that's one of the only scenarios I could properly find, which seemed okay. So it's quite annoying because down this way, there's like so many different routes you can have for the same bloody route. Like this is Western Mainlines, which I suppose is the main one. But then there's also like Berks and Hants and Penzance, which is like another almost like another version of the route. Hello. Ignore that. So it's because it uses like older stuff, which I don't have. What was I saying? Yeah, there's like a Berks and Hants route, and then there's like the lines of Devon and Cornwall. So all the scenarios are sort of out across all of those different ones. It's like, no, just be for the Western Main Line. Yeah, you may see a few things like that, as it's older content before this lovely MTU pack came out, where you've got all the liveries and coaches and everything we need. Nice. That bloody DVD going off again. Yeah, alright, there we go. I think we got it in time. Feels like we're really high up, like we sort of climbed up so steeply and now we're sort of just levelled out a bit more. Let's get another flyby shot. Lovely train. We'll have to do a lot more Great Western. Now we've got the route. Just trying to find the scenarios for them. I'm in the Great Western mood, so. And if I can get the Southwestern Expressways, which I probably will, maybe we could then do a couple of full runs, maybe Bristol to Cardiff to Penzance, Paddington to Penzance. I don't know, sort of see what we can do. Because I think they all sort of merge together, so perfect. Or at least as the newer scenarios come out, if they do. Well, this is a bit easier though, it's just 60. 80 going up that gradient, wasn't it? Was it 80? I think it was, yeah, 80 going up that gradient and just been 60 since. It's not that difficult. See, I thought we were sort of out of that terrain, like, well, how it was on part 1 from Penzance to Plymouth. Very hilly, wiggly, but it feels like we're sort of straight back to it. Although I think this terrain only lasts until Newton Abbot, and then we're sort of along the coast. So from there it's a bit flatter. How far is it to Totnes? Oh, 11 miles still. There's this station here? Yeah. What station's this? What is it? Ivy Bridge, this one? Sounds like a nice peaceful place to live. Ivy Bridge. I like it. But then literally anywhere past like Exeter or Plymouth, probably more past Plymouth, it just sounds peaceful and tranquil. alright, there we go. Then Plymouth seems to be a funny place, because I never hear good things about it. Like, whenever I hear about Plymouth, it's usually not good. It's like, you get the whole of the West Country, it's always nice and tranquil and peaceful, but then I just hear, like, Plymouth is like the noisy place where all these things go on. And anyone from Plymouth watching? What's Plymouth like? There's a Voyager, cross-country Voyager. So was it, were we Newton Abbot, we call that? Yeah, Newton Abbot, and then Exeter, which is now in 38 miles, or basically 39 miles still. So we've done 10 miles already. Speed up to 60 as it's dropped down a bit. Let's get that up. But yeah, be good to do more on the HST, the MTU. Especially as what they were, you know, Great Western units, which then went up to Scotland, and that's what we've done with the Inter-7 cities and stuff. So it'd be good to do more, more Great Western. Now check that, where does this route go? This one is Reading, I think it goes to, but via Bristol. Yeah, it goes all the way up to Bristol, which is like all the way up here. And then back across. Oh, yeah, there's Didcot. Yeah, alright, yeah, alright. And then to Reading. Oh, does it go to Paddington? Oh, it does go to Paddington. Oh, it probably makes use of the like 2006 or something Great Western Mainline, which looks really old. So you could do just a full run on this line, but you would be going via Bristol, which would take considerably longer. I think it's like another hour if you go via Bristol, as opposed to via Westbury, which is like the far, literally straight across. How are we doing frame wise? Yeah, the frames aren't like the best on this route, or at least in this scenario, which is a little bit surprising. But it's just all the foliage and stuff. Have a nice viaduct we're crossing. And DVD's going off, of course it is. Cool. Yeah, this is just sort of 30 FPS, well, at times. Hopefully that will become a bit nicer once we're sort of out near the coast. And we've got 7 miles to Totnes. We're swinging round. Let's get another flyby shot, and I bet the DVD goes off. Look at that top right of the screen. It's where we're going to go. There we go. Look. Was there a station here? Ah, I thought it was a station or something. Probably is around the corner there. There it goes. Right, let's save it. It's just we're sort of a bit further along now. But yeah, this is the South Devon main line, and then also sort of once we get to Newton Abbot, it's then sort of the Riviera line as well, / South Devon main line. So we're out of Cornwall, and I assume we're in Devon. I think the river, is it the River Tamar? I think that's possibly the border. As when you're coming into Plymouth, it's called like Devonport. So. But to be honest, yeah, the scenery is literally just the same for 3 hours, really. Just this. Rolling hills, lots of trees, 60 miles an hour. Not really much has changed. About 2.5 hours. So yeah, once we get to Newton Abbot, that's where the scenery will change. That's when we go along the coast. Like, I don't know, all the tunnels on here are all sort of funny. There's like an old bug in the game or something. There we go. Maybe that's why you got that Berks and Hants route. Maybe that's an improved version of this one. Yeah, right. Oh, it's getting dark all of a sudden. Okay, weird. Now we're going back downhill. Cool. It's a nice long gap to Totnes. But then once we get to Newton Abbot, I know the line fairly well. Probably enough to do it HUDless, but we'll just keep the HUD on. But yeah, we've done the Riviera line quite a lot, especially the 50s version. We did that a lot from Kingswear up to Exeter. You've got like Newton Abbot, Teignmouth, Dawlish, Dawlish Warren, Starcross, Exeter St Thomas, I think. And I think there's actually another station now on here on the modern version. But Exeter St Thomas and then Exeter St David's. I think they're the stations after Newton Abbot. Nice view out over the hills there. And the FPS is going up a bit now. But well, let's put the brakes on. There we go. Cool. Very steep as well. Finally coming down. It's quite quaint though, isn't it? The Great Western sort of out this way. Just so sort of tucked away. Like you got the East Coast Main Line, West Coast Main Line. Actually, all of them are like busy, and you know, from Glasgow to London, Edinburgh down to London. Sort of both ends of it are important. Whereas with say the Great Western Main Line, or sort of the Western Main Lines, not as important really. Like Penzance isn't that important. Oh, well, I suppose Plymouth is. But sort of not as major. It's still important, but not as major as the others, the East Coast and the West Coast. As that's probably the most important part of the Great Western Network is London to Cardiff. That's like your main London, Bristol, Cardiff. That's your main stream of revenue. So save that again. Yeah, be a pretty good company to work for, Great Western, for free travel. That you go everywhere. And again, very steep down here. One of Totnes is at the bottom of the hill. Okay, we've got an AWS. Oh, double yellow. Okay. So it was not a red light issue. I'll get the brakes on a bit more. looks like we've got a 25 coming up, so I'd assume that's something to be going maybe in the loop at Totnes if it's got a loop. Platform 2. Or just coming into the platform at 25. So maybe some sort of approach control. That's coming down nicely. Yeah, alright, there we go, DVD. Don't want to be missed out, do you? Be nice and steady down here. But literally, that is so easy between Plymouth and Totnes. Literally just 60. It has not. Well, I think it was 80 going up the hill, and then 60 and 60 literally the whole way. And if we did that, we probably do that at Hudless next time pretty easily, unless we were stopping at Ivy Bridge. Breakage. Yeah, right, there we go. There's a single yellow, and we got a junction indicator. Oh, green now, so we might be following something then. Maybe a stopper. Which hopefully we'll get out of our way at some point. Down even more. Now we're a fairly long train, so we'll probably be right to the end of the platform. I think we're at 8+2. So, oh yeah, we do come off here, look. Yeah, you got some sort of fast through lines. Oh, this is Totnes we're coming into. And right down to the end. At least I'd assume it's right down to the end. Maybe even off the end of the platform. I still can't believe it. Was it Saltash? Like, that station was so weird. It was like 2 coaches in the platform, and we stopped halfway down the platform. And that's where the marker was. It was like, what? Oh, you got like a sort of working boards here. I think it's just down to the end. Is there any markers? No, we'll just go to the end. Let it roll to a stop slowly. That'll do. Oh, it is a short platform here. We don't go past it. Yeah, right, there we go. No, we don't go past. So it's just a short platform here. Do not alight from the rear coach. Otherwise you have a nasty drop. Cool. Which one would you out of here? Newton Abbot's net's only at 8 miles, so that's sort of the long gap. Yeah, 'cause from here on out it's yeah, only 28 miles to Exeter, or 29. Depart at 44 if early. Well, I don't think we're early, so... Did we get a guard? We do. Let's go. Onwards to the Abbot. Newton Abbot. Let's save it as well. Cool. Yeah, that was a really long gap between Plymouth and Totnes. Is it 20 miles or so? Or 23 miles? up Main, I assume. Again, if it's a warm summer's, oh well, what's this bridge here? That looks interesting in some way. There you go. Yeah, warm summer's day. Just whack that open if you want. Bit of ventilation coming in. Yeah, alright, DVD. That's some sort of heritage railway or something going off there. What's that? Where does that go? Centre player. Where do you go? Don't know, it doesn't say. What's that? Totnes, the Little Hempston Railway. Oh, okay, well that's cool. Another branch line going off. It's like every station within this area has some sort of branch line. Yeah, let's whack that up. Up to 60, we've got 55 coming up as well. So from Newton Abbot, it's where we finally see the sea again. Cool. Got that down. There's the 55. Lovely. Cool. I want to get a photo at some point, but I think I'll wait until we get to somewhere like Dawlish, where you've got the coast. Look a bit nicer. Yeah, let's put that down. So just 55. With little spotty bushes there. Nice though. It's pretty peaceful driving along here though. Sort of literally just rolling hills, forests, and not a lot of, literally no life. Apart from these pylons, that's like a sign of life. Anyone guess what station we got on the board? I can't remember what we got it on either. Well, I don't know. We got it on something. I've got a bit of a bank. Look at this. Steep again. Right, put that into full power. There we go. Oh my god. It gets even steeper. What the heck? Just see like going up and then just all of a sudden like that on the little track graph. Just a bit steep. Considering we'll be down to sea level after Newton Abbot. I think that's pretty much at sea level. So we sort of go up and down before that. Should we do a tunnel? Should we go round the hill? No, we'll just go up and over. A roller coaster all the way from Penzance. It's literally like the hilliest route I've driven. It just literally just up, down, wiggle, wiggle. And on most routes you'll sort of go all the way up, and then you sort of be at the top, stay there for a bit, then all the way back down, finished. Whereas this route's literally just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But if you have made it this far in the video, thanks all for staying in, legends. Yeah, for this long trip from one end of the country to the other, which is pretty cool, and I don't think it has been done before on Train Sim and sort of Train Sim World. I don't think it has. Yeah, quite cool to be doing it, and yeah, getting every sort of other people involved as well. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're struggling up here again. And if you actually watch the full thing from Penzance all the way to Mallaig, or if we go to Inverness, give yourself a blimmin' pat on the back, because that is a very long way. Maybe even just like Penzance to Reading or Paddington's a long old way. But yeah, going all the way up the end of the country, wow. Well, the once you're at London, up to Glasgow, that bit's quick. It's a sort of either end. West Highland line, that's going to be a slow one for Paul. And then this bit's a bit slow. The middle bit's quick. And steep again, go downhill. Perhaps if this one does alright, maybe we could do something like Dover across to Swansea or something. Sort of like a east-west or something similar, maybe Dover to Penzance or something like that. Or go down the east coast from Ladybank. I think that's probably the furthest you can get up at the moment, going sort of northeast. Maybe Ladybank down to Penzance or Dover. Don't know. Right, it can't be too far from Euston Abbot now. I don't think that would be too far now. Let's have a look. Yeah, 2.5 miles. So that's not too much further. Yeah, can't drive like this on this route. I mean, probably from Euston Abbot I could, but I'll just keep the HUD on. But maybe next time we play this we can do it HUDless. As yet the speed doesn't seem to change a lot. There's not really many stations either, so. So we should see the Riviera line off to Paignton drawing up soon. And then from Paignton you get the Dartmouth Steam Railway to Kingswear for Dartmouth. Question, would they ever electrify this part of the route? Like, imagine overhead electric line equipment on the Dawlish Seawall. Like, is that going to happen? That'll just make it look from, like, stunning just to be like, ugh. Yeah, would they ever actually electrify the line all the way down to Penzance? I don't think they've even got to Swansea yet. So now the landscape and terrain finally changes from being extremely, literally it's been the same for the last 2.5 hours, hilly, tons of viaducts, forests. After Newton Abbot it finally changes. It'll be more, yeah, coastline, cutting through the cliffs. And then after, I suppose, Exeter, I think it's fairly flat across to Reading. And fast as well. That's the key word, fast. Platform 3 at Newton Abbot. Should easily fit in the platform here. Oh, it feels weird. Where's the other platform? And the last time I played this, it would have been the 50s version, which has the loop there. Oh, this is so different. I think we're just down to the end again. Can't see any markers at the moment to say stop here. No, just down to the end. Yeah, the brakes on this are a bit cheesy, so. But we might as well just stop here. I mean, we're well and truly in the platform, so we'll just let it come to a stop. Bit more brakes actually. But yeah, we're just going to stop here. There we go. Here we are, this is Newton Abbot. Oh, not that one. There you go, neutral. Everybody aboard. Let's do that. And then after this we are fast to Exeter in 20 miles an hour. We sort of go like around and then back. And yeah, Tiverton and Taunton we won't be doing on this section. That will be on the next segment, which is probably going to be on the South West Expressways. 3 minutes later, that's alright I suppose. We got guard? Come on, mate. There we go. About time. Right, let's watch it leaving, and also save the game because we're at a pivotal moment. Here's a 150 as well. Coming into the loop there. When it went into the outlook cooler. Where's that one off to? Bristol Parkway. I don't know about that. I mean, it might be going up there and then back, but maybe on the other side it has something. Does that even stop him? Must be, surely, yeah. So yeah, we'll be coming on to the Seawall fairly soon, and we just follow that all of the way. All the way to Starcross, and a little bit inland up to Exeter. There we go. And 90 miles an hour. That is... It's going to feel fast. Probably don't last for long though. Up to 60 for now. What we got coming down? What's that? Ah. Look away, look away. It's some sort of HST not formed right. Well, nothing there. Again, this is like an old scenario, I think from like 2020 or something like that. So it's not got any of the new AP stock, or at least the AP 43 MTU. So the HSTs are like so many different requirements for them. The old one, the old MTU, different liveries, etc. Right, up to 90. and that is a pleasant sight. So we follow that along for a bit. Cool. This is nice. And that's just, well, above 70, so even better. Another place to get a nice shot, and hope the game doesn't crash. And DVD's going off, of course it is, as soon as we pop our blooming head out. But I assume past Exeter we can then go up to about 125. This will be a lot quicker. I don't know though. So I've never driven. In fact, we've never driven. Well, where have we driven this sort of way? We've been up to Oxford before. Don't think we've ever driven between Didcot, Swindon. Or have we done Swindon? I don't think we have. We've done Bristol, Cardiff, Swans. We've done that area. I don't think we've ever done Bristol across to Didcot. No, we've not done that. And well, maybe years ago, but I don't think so. And yeah, we haven't gone via Westbury. We haven't gone sort of directly out of Exeter to Reading. We haven't done that. So I look forward to that. But I'm assuming it's fairly quick because it's a huge distance and it's only about an hour 50 minutes. Come down for the 60. Lovely. Oh, that was like bang on as well for the 60. Cool. So this will be Teignmouth coming up. I don't think it's Teignmouth, is it Teignmouth? I think it's Teignmouth. So yeah, fairly quick along here. Let's save that. Yeah, alright, there we go. Cool. I'm trying to think what time we left Totnes. No, Plymouth. Has it been, what, about 45 minutes or so? Let's get a flyby shot through Teignmouth. It's a Voyager, cross country, nice. Lovely station here. Here it is, look at that. Back in, and look at this. Fab. Right, let's get a little shot as we're at a fairly nice point on the journey. Would be nice if the sun was out a bit, but that's all right. Get a few as we go along. Do different shots. Yeah, YouTube have got like a new thumbnail thing where you can do like 3 thumbnails and just basically see which one does the best. So I'll use this event / big journey as an opportunity to try that. I think this is the first time we've actually been up against the coast since Penzance. We did get close to it, was it between St Germans and Saltash? Yeah, you get close to it there, but in terms of sort of being up against almost at the same level down there, I think, yeah, the last time was Penzance. So it's nice to see it again. Let's let it in as well. Let's get the cab door open as well. Nice. Into another little tunnel. I think after this one's Dawlish, I think, after this tunnel. Or somewhere along here's Dawlish. And round the corner to Dawlish Warren. And you've got like, the Brunel pumping station at Starcross. Well, not quite Dawlish yet. Oh, there it is, there's Dawlish. And to the next tunnel, which again there's like a filled in entrance. And this one. Look away, look away. And we go. Ah, that one's even worse. Let's get this door open instead. Look at that, there we go. Back to there. Cool. Now you have got like the ATP on here, which is like advanced train protection or something. Which does actually work on here. So you can fill that in if you want. So I can have a little extra thing. And the sun's out, hooray! Let's try and get some shots. So it'll just look a lot better when the sun's out. It's a lovely summer's evening, I think that's one set on. I think it originally was spring, but I did summer instead. And up to 75, we got an 80, hooray! I pressed F8 there, I don't know what that does, but hopefully it didn't break anything. So I want to get it like that really, but it's just a good place to get shots, everyone. Especially if we can get one on this side, that would be marvellous, which we can. That is marvellous. And the water's even moving even and we're paused. It's magic. Cool, I think that will do for now. So it's quite quick along here. Must be fun / slightly concerning when there's like a storm in the sea, and it's sort of coming inland, and you'll go along the seawall there. In fact, I think in 2014, part of the seawall actually got washed away, and the track was just hanging. Fortunately, there was no trains on. Well, obviously there probably were elsewhere, but nothing on that part of the line when it happened. But you can look at loads of clips of like storms like Dawlish, and there's like trains just sort of the sea just coming against them basically. Slightly nerve-wracking if you're on one of the trains. So that was Dawlish Warren we've just passed. So yeah, Starcross I believe is up next. Up to 80 for now, though we have got 75 on the horizon. But it's quite fun doing this bit, sort of getting it started really, I suppose. It's sort of like the slow and sluggish bit to get it going. get the wheels in motion. Because yeah, once we're past Exeter and once we're basically say onto Megasim at Reading, from there it's just going to go really quick. But yeah, this is sort of the slightly slower bit, sort of wiggling our way out of the West Country. And I suppose, yeah, as mentioned earlier, then Poole on the West Highland line, that's where we're going to be quite slow as well. Yeah, alright, there we go. This will be Starcross coming up. Now that is, I want to get a photo, but maybe not. There's the old pumping station there as well. Lovely. Back here, oh hello. Let's not do that. 100 miles an hour, look at that. That's going to be nice. Right, one more photo for good luck, okay? I know we've got a few. But I mean, you know, the scenery is rather nice. And also the lighting's quite good here as well, so that also is a bonus. I'm looking forward to that 100. That looks really nice. Triple digits for the first time. But if you look at the map, it's been 3 hours almost already, and it's like, oh, we haven't gone that far. You look at Google Maps and just like southwest and Penzance and then Exeter, it's like, oh. And there is the 100. Whew. Drivers must absolutely love when they pass this speedboard. And as we're not a castle set, we can, well no, we can go up to, a castle set can go up to 100 anyway. I think the castle sets are restricted to 100, like the Inter 7 cities, I think they can only go 100. Can't go up to 125. That's like the weight. So is there a station in between here and Exeter St Thomas? Or is it saying, I think that there is a station on the 50s version, which I was, well, probably pass through it abandoned. But I think last time we played this through, which was probably over a year ago, I think someone mentioned they're reopening one along here. And I know on the 50s version you had one of the water troughs somewhere along one of these bits here, where they could pick up water on the go. I doubt we'll see that, but might see the remnants. Let's save it, just in case, just in case. Cool. Well and truly out of Cornwall and getting out of Devon. There it goes. 98 miles an hour. .99 miles an hour. Let's get to 100. And there we go, 100 miles an hour. Oh, got up to 99.9. Dropped the power just before. So we haven't actually got to 100 yet. Will we actually get time to get up to 100 now? We literally 99.9. I thought I'll drop the power or tick over, but it didn't. Oh, we're not actually going to get up to 100. Wow. Well, if we put we got up to 99.9. That's close enough. Let's cheekily get it up. Actually, no, let's drop because we know the brakes on here are a bit. Yeah. 99.9. Wow. Great. Right, down for the 75. So we shouldn't be too far off Exeter now, which is somewhere. Won't be too far. Oh, there it is there. Unless that's Exeter St Thomas. I think it's Exeter St Thomas, that's the one before it. There's only on the 50s version, it's got like a shed, or like a train shed. But I think modern day it doesn't. Yeah, here it is here. No canopy on it, on the modern version. Warning for a 45. That's coming down nicely. Well, we are now coming into Exeter, which sort of completes the leg 2. Let's call it leg 2 of the big journey, and then leg 3 will be equally big, and that will take us across to Reading. I'm gonna say it probably will be me doing that, but as of right now, it could also be someone else. So we shall see. Why is the bridge missing there? There's some weird like missing assets on here. You know, literally I installed the route like yesterday, so a bit weird. But this is like an older Just Trains route, and Just Trains didn't have the greatest reputation with some of their older DLC. Whereas now, obviously, they're like the best of the best. But back when this released 5-6 years ago, slightly different JT. Again, I don't think there's any marker, so just stop when we're ready, really. Well and true, we're in the platform enough, so yeah, we'll just sort of stop here. Yeah, there's no HST car stop, so yeah, that'll do here. Let's get on the side of that signal there and plonk it here, I think. Yeah, alright, there we go, yeah. They can roll to a stop. There we go, this is Exeter St David's. Well, that is, yeah, leg number 2 complete. Oh, there's a SWR. That's, yeah, leg number 2 from Plymouth over to Exeter, making use of, I suppose, the South Devon Mainline, and also traversing the Riviera line. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. Links can be found all the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our affiliate link for the lovely UK departure boards. Rather than that, see you all and take care. See you all, take care. Bye guys.